Hi, welcome back to today's series. And of course, I'll be walking you through how you'll be going to create your KYC form using Google Sheets, right? So to get this started, you need an active Google form, right? And to get a Google form, you need a Gmail account, right? You need to open a Gmail. So you can go to gmail, right, .com and sign up if you don't have a Gmail account. And if you already have a Gmail account, fantastic. You are one step ahead, right? So once you are on your Gmail account, whatever Gmail account that you have at the moment, you want to navigate to your menu where you say app Google Apps, right? On Google Apps, you scroll down a bit, right? So you get to see form, right? Form. You click on the form, you allow it some time to load, right? So you get to see some sample here. So basically you can decide to work around creating a new form entirely or customizing what is there already, right? So of course, if you look at here, you say sign up event. I can decide to say, okay, I want to pick up this, but in this event, I just want to start from scratch. I can just click on um, blank form, right? So once you click on it, you hold on a bit. So the purpose of this form is for KYC. So I can ask a KYC, KYC, yes, upgrade form, right? You can decide to say your business name, right? WBA upgrade form. So whatever you want to write this. Then of course on your description, you can now say kindly submit hold on a second. You can just say kindly submit your KYC information to allow us validate who you are, as well upgrade your account here with us, right? So the next thing we also want to do here, you can decide to categorize it. You can say, okay, the first thing is name, right? You can say name. So you come here, the name is the short answer, right? You can just say, you can just say enter your full name, right? So once that is done, there's a button below, right? You can just click on it, duplicate, right? You can now say enter your phone number, right? So if you don't want to duplicate it, there's an icon here where you can easily click on it. It creates a new one. So you can now say enter your email, right? So I'll just click on duplicate. So now say enter your address, right? Okay. So I can decide to say on gender right now. I can decide to add or even duplicate. You can always duplicate it or add. At this time, you now select drop down, right? You want to make it as a drop down. So you now said sex. You can say sex or gender, right? You can say sex or gender, right? Then you can now say male. Yeah, so you can say female, right? So you can add as many as it is, and you can always move it around. So on the center, you can drag it to whatever. So of course, you can make it number one, number two, as the case may be, right? So this is basically how to add it. So I can say duplicate. I can say enter your business address, right? So right? So on each of these, all these are totally optional. So customer can decide to fill some and not fill some. So if you want to make it mandatory, let's say I want to make this name mandatory, I'll just make it required here. So this simply means that the name is going to be mandatory. If I want the gender to be mandatory, I'm going to do so. The customer cannot skip this thing. They must select one, right? So the one that I do not want them to it's not mandatory today, so I can just leave it, right? So you can customize your form at any optional ways. So I can decide to say on the image part where you want to upload a file or passport. So can I say upload your passport? Yeah, passport. So of course on this play I make my selection and I say it's a file, right? Select file. Then I click on continue. It synchronized with my Google Drive, right? That is where the file will be going to, right? I can decide to duplicate it since it's the same file. I can now decide to say your ID card, right? ID card. So I can decide at the top, right? I can also decide to duplicate and say, hold on a second. So we have ID card, ID card. I can now say, select. I can start say select your ID card type. So remember I said to create an option, you got to select drop down, right? So I cannot say it's an international passport, right? National identity number, right? So of course you can decide to say give it. So I can decide to say it's um voters card, right? So you can walk around others, right? Right. So of course you can add as many type of ID cards. So because this is for them to select the type of ID card, yes, it's required. And for them to upload their ID card, scrolling up. Okay, I can now take this at the top. I want you to be at the top. They have to select their ID card type before uploading the ID card, right? So I can always adjust whatever I want to adjust. So once you are done with customizing your form, right, you can now click here, send, right? You click on send, then you click on this icon, right? So if it's not showing it, oh sorry, this icon is for website in case you want to paste it on your website, right? But because this form required an image, it will not work on the website. So basically you want to click on this the middle one, the one in the middle, then click on short link, right? So once you click on it, automatically generate a short link for you where you can copy it and send to anyone. So of course, if I open a Google Sheet today, let's say I open another tab and paste it, right? I'm going to be able to view my form, right? Hold on a second. I'm having, okay, so I'm able to view my form. So this is how the form look like, right? So I'll be doing some samples so that you can also see how you can view this form when it's being filled. Test. So I can decide to see my gender is a male. So wherever has the phone number, wherever has the email, right? So I'll this is just a test anyway, right? So uploading of the image, I can select from my drive today. Select your ID card type, right? Select of course the customer is to upload their files, but of course this is just a demo, right? And also to let you know how you can view whatever the customer has submitted. So once I click on submit, it submits automatically, right? So on the back end, so of course, this is what your customer should get, right? So on your back, you're also able to customize both the response message. So in case if you want to let them know, contact me or let me know when you submit and so on and so forth. So we get to that, right? So of course, on the date of birth, let's say I want to add date of birth, I can decide to duplicate this guy and select dates, right? So I can say date, I can say DOB, right? So basically, so on the response, so you can see from my dashboard, I have one response. One response simply means one person have submitted. So once you click on response, then you click on individual, right? Then you get to see all what the individual has filled up, right? You can decide to also say link to sheet. So link to sheet, it will arrange them on Excel, right? This simply means you're able to open all your KYC as an Excel. So if I click on link to sheet, it asks me that if I want to create, I want to link it. So of course, this is a sample. I don't want to link it. So I cannot say KYC testing, right? So you can name it wherever, right? So of course, I don't link it with uh my existing sheet. So of course, once you do it, arrange it. So whenever wire banking requests that you share your a specific customer KYC, so what you just need to do is to search for the customer. You can do Control F, enter the customer phone number, right? Once you type in the customer phone number, it automatically detect. Then of course you hit on the line and copy, right? Once you copy and paste it on a Word or on Excel, plain Excel, and share it with wire banking. And of course, you are very good, right? So this is the simplest way for you to just create your form. And talking about the response message, what you want message, how you want the message to respond. So all that is from your settings, how you can customize every other, both your colors, if you want to add more colors, right? Of course, at the top here, you have your theme, right? You're able to pick up your colors and add, right? So whatever colors that you've selected automatically make impact on your, you can also work on the font and its kind and so on. Of course, whatever that you did here automatically reflect on your form. All right, thank you. That should be off on this section.